Hi, I'm Emily from Straight from the Stars, and I'm on the phone with Matt Hires, who is currently on tour with Parachute. Hello, Matt. How are you doing?
Hey, Emily, how are you doing? I'm good.
Good. Okay, so can you describe your music for people who have never heard you and how you got into performing?
Yeah, well, I mean, it is, I don't know, I always tell people it's kind of it's like pop rock, but with folk influences. A lot of my influences are like Tom Petty and Ryan Adams and some artists like that. So it kind of has a singer-songwriter heart, but there's like pop tendencies as well, you know.
Okay. Okay, so how long have you been writing and playing music?
I've been playing music since I was about 12 years old. Bass guitar was my first instrument, and then when I was like 15 years old, I started teaching myself to play the guitar and started writing songs and stuff around 15, 16.
Okay, cool. So you're currently on tour with Parachute. How has that been?
Yeah, it's been great. You probably just heard like a bus pass or something. I just hopped out of our van because we just pulled up to the venue in Milwaukee where we're playing tonight. But the tour's been great so far. We're like a little over halfway through. And yeah, the crowd's been great. I like their fans a lot. They have a lot of very energetic fans. So the shows have been a lot of fun.
Yeah. Okay. So do you have any upcoming projects like tours or albums that we can look forward to?
Well, I just released a new record like 2.5 weeks ago.
Yeah.
It's called This World Won't Last Forever, but Tonight We Can Pretend. So yeah, I'm really excited about that, and I'm happy that it's finally out there. I recorded it in the beginning of like 2012, so it's been a little while, and I'm excited that people can finally hear it now.
Yeah. So I actually bought that album, and I enjoy it a lot. I mean, I can't stop listening to it.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Are there any songs on there that mean a lot to you, or like your favorite?
Yeah. Well, probably my favorite song I've ever written is it's the last one on there. It's called When I Was Young.
Okay.
And that one I wrote pretty soon before going into the studio. I guess a couple months before. It was like the end of 2011, and I'd kind of gone through a couple months of like writer's block and was just having a hard time writing anything that I was happy with or finishing any songs. And when I was young, I sat down and I just asked myself, like, what was it that made you want to start writing songs in the first place? And that's where that song came from.
Oh, very cool. So what's one of the coolest experiences that you've had since you've been in the music industry?
The coolest experiences? Well, I mean, earlier this year, I did a tour opening up for Matchbox 20, which was a blast. I mean, playing for a few thousand people every night was a lot of fun. So that's definitely one of the coolest experiences.
Yeah, I bet. So is there any band or musician that you would like to open for?
I'd love to open for like Tom Petty or Wilco would be pretty cool, or like Ryan Adams. Any of those would be like dreams for me.
Okay. Since either on this tour or previous or whatever, are there any crowds that you really enjoy playing for, like a specific city or anything?
Yeah, well, on this tour, I mean, there's been a lot of great nights on this tour. But we played 2 nights in a row in Parachute's hometown of Charlottesville, Virginia, and both of the shows were amazing. It was a lot of fun. They had, I guess, it was just the energy of like being in the hometown, and the venue was really cool, and they were like sold out and stuff. So they were a lot of fun.
Okay, cool. So, how would you describe your fan base and the relationship that you try to keep with your fans?
Well, I mean, I try to be be somewhat accessible and open and interactive with fans. You know, I go out after every every show I go out to the merch table and like take pictures with people and talk to people, and I try to stay active on, you know, my social media stuff like Twitter and Instagram. I'm always trying to, you know, keep stuff from me on there, and then also like interact with people. So.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So is there any advice that you have received from, you know, a musician on tour or family or anything that you still use to this day?
Well, I mean, as far as, I guess I've been touring for like the past 5 years. I've done a lot of touring and just been able to be out with a lot of really cool artists. And I think with each tour that I go on, I'm able to learn something from someone, and just like watching them perform and talking and stuff, but mostly just watching other people perform. And I try to always be learning as far as the performance aspect of what I do. And
Yeah. Okay, cool. So is there any advice that you would like to give, or, you know, for people trying to get out there or that are already into music?
Yeah, I mean, as far as being an artist and like playing shows and really anything like writing and stuff, just don't compare yourself to other people. Just, you know, be yourself and do whatever it is that you do. Try to do that as well as you can.
Yeah. Okay, good. So those are all the questions I have. Is there anywhere like Twitter, Facebook that people can find and get more information about you?
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook. It's just Matt Hires. And then I also, my website is matthires.com. All pretty easy.
Okay. All right, well, thank you very much. I wish you luck in the show tonight and the rest of the tour and with everything.
Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yep, no problem. Thank you for your time.
Yep, bye.
Goodbye.